I'm Cheryl Brickey with Meadow Mist Designs, and I'm here today with the fourth video in my series on Just One Charm Pack Quilts, my new book coming out with Stash Publications next month, June 2021. And in the first video of this series, I talked a little bit all about the book introduction, about how the book patterns are the hamburger helper of charm packs. Each pattern uses one charm pack, an additional fabric called Fabric A in the patterns, and a background fabric. And each of the 18 patterns is shown in two different colorways for more inspiration. In the second video, I talked about how to pick your Fabric A and your background fabric to go along with your charm pack. In video 3, I taught how to create your own charm pack based on your favorite fabric or fabric bundle, or really just pulling from your stash. So today I'd love to answer the one main question people have asked about the book and talk about the pre-sale, special pre-sale bundle deal that will be offered Saturday, May 31st through Saturday, June 5th. And it has something to do with these. This is a little preview. These are little cathedral window pincushions, and they're so cute. And the great thing about these is that each one uses 3 charm packs. So those extra charm squares that you don't use for the patterns, you can go make a little matching pin cushion. So first off, the main question people have asked are how big are the quilts from this book? So I will say that the quilts are not twin size, queen size quilts. They're not these super large lap size. We are only starting with one charm pack, and you can really only stretch it so far. So I thought I would show you some. This is one of my favorite ones. This is called Houses. I'm going to back up so you can see it a little bit better. And this is one of the smaller quilts, but you can see it's still about 3 feet wide, by about 4 feet long. So this is, I think, a perfect size anywhere from a baby, a child, wall hanging, table runner, all the way up to, I mean, it's a really good lap size. These aren't going to go all the way from your nose down to your feet for someone that's 6'5", but I think that these really do work. Here is another of my favorites. This one is called Fishies. And it is just such a cute little design. You can see it is not small. It's not super, super large. And then one of the larger quilts from the book, you can see how spread out my arms are. I think this one is 4.5 feet by 4.5 feet. So this is definitely, it's touching the ground, and it's up almost at my shoulders. So I would definitely say, for the people that have asked, these aren't super large lap quilts. These aren't bed quilts, but these are very suitable. I think they're really a great size for anything from kids up to a lap quilt or a little throw quilt for adults. And so leading into that, I did go and prepare some different ideas. There's 3 main ways I go and increase the size of a quilt. So if you love the designs but want it to be just a little bit larger, I'm going to be showing you some examples, some renderings on how to do that. The easiest way is to add borders. Then you could add additional blocks, or third, you could change the size of the blocks. So I'll be showing you that now. So one of the first ways that I like to easily go and increase the size of a quilt, and I think this is obviously the easiest one, is to simply add some borders. So this is 9 Patch Challenge, one of my favorite quilts from the book. And the original uses 1 charm pack, and it finishes about 46 inches by 54 inches, which is already kind of a smaller lap size, but very, very doable. What I did is I added a series of borders. In this case, I added 3, kind of highlighting, picking out some of my favorite colors from the charm pack, a different print. And I was able to go and increase the size to 60 inches by 68.5 inches. And so that is a really big lap size that would cover most people's, feet up to their chins sitting on their couches. And it still used that same just one charm pack. So you can use this technique to really increase any of the quilts from the book. In this case, you can see I increased the quilt about 14 inches on each side simply by adding borders. The second way of increasing a size of the quilt from the book, if you wanted to have a larger quilt, would be to increase the number of blocks. This quilt is called Coin Flip, and in the original, it uses one charm pack, and it makes a square quilt of 9 blocks, so 3 blocks wide by 3 blocks tall. So to increase the size of this quilt, I went and increased the number of blocks to 4 blocks wide by 5 blocks tall. So instead of having 9 blocks, I would be making 20 blocks. And this takes the original from 46.5 to 40.6.5 up to 60.5, by 74.5. And again, another really large, really nice lap size. Now, because I am adding extra blocks, I do increase the number of charm packs needed from 1 charm pack to 2 charm packs. Now, if you only have 1 charm pack, you can refer to my other video, which does talk about how to expand on the charm pack you already have or create your own. So you can go and use the charm pack you have and just pull additional fabrics to kind of extend that charm pack. So that is the second way of enlarging quilts, would be to increase the number of blocks. The third way of increasing the size of a quilt, this is again for any of the quilts in this book and really any quilts in general. The third way is to increase the size of the blocks. This one usually does require the most math. So for Cat's Eye, this is a very fun quilt. The original is 48 inches, 48.5 inches by 48.5 inches and uses 1 charm pack. And that is already a pretty decent lap size. So what I did was I just doubled. I doubled the finished size of all of the blocks. So instead of finishing at 4 inches, I have them finishing at 8 inches. And so I took the same design, and instead of being 48 inches square, it turns into 96.5 inches square. So that's a really nice queen size quilt right there. And I like this way because it doesn't increase the number of blocks or piecing you have to do. You just are scaling design. So the design stays the same, it just enlarges. So instead of using a charm pack, 1 charm pack to make this, 1 layer cake will make the equivalent queen size. With obviously some additional background and additional that fabric A. Well, I hope you found that helpful, the 3 different ways of increasing a quilt top to the size that you would want. And that is hopefully valuable for you, not only for this book, for just in general, whether to add borders, change the number of blocks, or change the size of the blocks. And hopefully the examples did show you how to do that. Now I'm going to go and talk a little bit about the pre-sale bundle. So it is a very special pre-sale bundle that includes the signed copy of my book, Just One Charm Pack Quilts, along with a lot of other patterns and fun things that you won't be able to get any other place. So just the reminder is that the pre-sale is only for 1 week. You can pre-order the book after that, but the bundle, this special deal, is only available this Saturday, May 31st through the next Saturday, which is, I believe, June 5th. So if you have any questions, you can always leave them in the comments below. All of the technicalness of how to actually wear the link to the bundle and how to use the coupon code and how to do all of that will be posted this Friday. So thank you so much. And now I'd love to tell you about a special limited time pre-sale bundle special that I'll be offering for Just One Charm Pack Quilts. So it's just a limited time, Saturday, May 31st through June 5th, you can get this special bundle. In the bundle, you'll get a signed copy of Just One Charm Pack Quilts, the book. you'll get 3 additional standalone patterns of your choice, and those can be digital, printed, or a combination of the two. And each of those are typically $12 each. You will also receive a digital copy of my cathedral window pincushions pattern. Now, this is not ever available. I don't sell this as a standalone pattern. I do teach a workshop on cathedral window pincushions, and so I'm offering a digital copy of this pattern as part of this bundle, and it will not be offered again. And I think that this is the perfect little complement to the book, because the cathedral window pincushion, each one takes 3 charm packs and then an additional fabric to make the windows part of the pincushion. And so it's the perfect thing to do for all the little few extra charm pack pieces that you have. After you complete your quilt, you can make a matching pincushion. And so note that any patterns and the cathedral window pincushion being digital, those will be available to download as soon as you purchase the bundle. The printed patterns will be shipped with the book. So it is a total of $73 value for $25 plus $7.50 for shipping. So I will be posting details with all the links and all the information on how to take advantage of this pre-sale on Friday, May 30th. And I'll have an email address if anyone has any questions or problems. I will be more than happy to help. Now, this is a pre-sale for the book. I've been told that I will most likely have the books in my hands on June 25th. As all of you guys know, with the post office and everything, that is just an estimate. I can only guarantee you, as soon as I get the books in, I will turn them around as quickly as I can and get them mailed off to you. So the tentative date is June 25th to have the books in stock, but it could be earlier than that, or unfortunately it could be a little later than that. So more details to come on how to take advantage of this special soon.